everyone, it's Charisma, and it's time for another episode of Keeping It Real, Cooking with Charisma, or that are known as Dinner with the Olsons. Anyway, we are also going to be playing Pampered Fued live tonight. So I'm sorry I can't write backwards yet, but I do have our questions up on the board. The top 7 answers are up on the board. I guess I'm trying to remember how he says it. Hey, Lori. So anyway, we got the top 7 answers on the board. The question is, name a comfort food. So as we go tonight, if you guys, as you think of comfort foods, just throw your answer in the comments. Try to make sure to let somebody answer in between your answers. So don't just try to guess all 7 of them. So try to give other people a chance to guess. Of course, if you're the only one watching and nobody else joins, then I guess you can guess them all. But a few more people joining, so we'll give them a chance to jump in. Again, so tonight we are going to make stovetop macaroni and cheese. So this was really exciting. So I was getting everything ready. Oh my gosh, so I got back from my walk at like 4:30, and I'm a hot, sweaty mess, and I'm like, oh my God, I have so much to do. I've got to get the Fued ready and get the chalkboard, and I didn't know how I was going to do it, and I had to cover the answers, so I was like, I got to do all this, and then I've also got to get all the prep kind of, started and done. And so I was like totally stressing out, and I'm like, okay, so I'm going to do this to try to make things go faster. Yes, good job, Lori. Chocolate is the number 1 answer. So in case you are just joining us, our Pampered Fued is, and the top 7 answers are on the board. It is name a comfort food. And Lori just chimed in with the number 1 answer. It is chocolate. So congratulations. And then my only rule was I asked that you guys please try to allow somebody else to guess in between. So, and I will try to watch in the comments as we go. Okay, so whoop whoop. That is, see, it's your go-to. I thought this would be like totally appropriate. Oh my gosh, Katie, yes, ice cream is the number 2 answer. Again, I thought this would be totally appropriate since we are in the quarantine. Ice cream is number 2, and Corby chimed in with mashed potatoes. Believe it or not, that is number 5. So you guys are just rocking and rolling on this. I don't know if we're going to get dinner made tonight or not. Just kidding. We will. So I was kind of surprised to see mashed potatoes, and I'm sorry, I knew I wouldn't have room to write out potatoes, so it's mashed taters. so keep guessing, keep those guesses coming. But anyway, so yes, I thought, so I was getting everything ready tonight, and I was like totally thinking that, no, I'm sorry, Kathy, cookies didn't make the cut. So keep those good guesses coming. That was a good one, but not on the board. Neither was Mexican food. I'm just going to tell you that because I couldn't believe it. I guess it's because none of the Mexican restaurants are open. So anyway, also there's no alcohol on there because, that's all it would be. Why not Wednesday? Yes, Lori, great job. Pizza is also on there. So pizza is the number 7. Number 7 answer. Great job. Gosh, you guys are rocking and rolling. There's only 3 answers left. Dang, I kind of thought by going with this one there would be more answers to guess, but you guys are fantastic. Thanks for playing. Yeah, it's my favorite too. It's usually pizza or Mexican. Those are my go-tos, which is why Sunday night, you notice we started with pizza because, and if you kind of notice, I've been doing a kind of a theme this week. I think I've been trying to make things that everybody will eat, so and that are easy and that you might have the staples in your pantries. But so I was getting everything ready tonight, and I was really panicking that I wasn't gonna have enough time and that I'd be like running late and blah blah blah. And then I'm like, oh my gosh, it's only 5:32. And I was ready. Even my noodles were ready. And I was like, oh, I didn't even need to do that. It just kind of did. So, oh, Kathy, come on. Who eats fruit when they're stressed out? Oh, that is a good answer. Fruit and chips are great answers, but neither one of them are on the board. Sorry, ladies. Yeah, keep going. Keep on guessing. Keep them coming. Chips are my weakness, so I just try not to have those in the house ever. So as you guys are guessing, we'll go ahead and get started. So the first thing we're making stovetop mac and cheese. So the first thing we needed to do was to boil, and it says, okay, boil 3 cups of elbow macaroni. Well, if you guys ever buy macaroni, it does not come and say cups. It says like ounces and dried. Oh my gosh, you guys. Yes, mac and cheese are on the board as well as fried chicken. You guys are fantastic. That leaves 1. So mac and cheese made the list. Voila. Hello. I almost gave it away because that's what we're making tonight. You know, good old comfort food. And fried chicken. That was another one that surprised me. The fried chicken and mashed potatoes. So I guess they kind of go together, and just something I'm not good at making either of. So maybe I'm going to have to try it. I am, because I have the new air fryer. I can totally make fried chicken. Whoop, whoop. Yeah, Lori, I think that's why I eat the chips, is to get the dip. So you are dead on. Oh, steak. Oh my gosh, steak is a great guess, but not necessarily a comfort food. I think that provides me with more anxiety. It's like going out for a steak, you know, because, and they're so easy to make, but everybody goes out for a steak and blah, 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 blah. Not a comfort food. Nope. Sorry, Charlie. Keep guessing. Great guesses. Okay, so we are going to, I already boiled the macaroni. Just to let you know, though, 14 some odd ounces is exactly 3 cups, which is what we needed. So I already measured it. I already boiled it. I already drained it. And I rinsed it. But I wanted to show off my the good strainer. So I put it back. I left it in the strainer, and I already squished it up. So, and then I just put it back on the pot because I wanted to kind of show you guys, and I don't have anything to lean you on. So let me see. There, you can lean. So here's my strainer, and the cool thing is, is that it expands, and it is silicone, so you could, if you have the right pot, and Pampered Chef makes the pot, that you can actually set this in, and it boils your macaroni as you're making it. Then, to strain it, you just lift out the macaroni. Ha! Who does that? That's crazy. Oh, and I totally forgot. I was supposed to reserve half a cup of the macaroni water, but I didn't do it, so I failed at that. And I only got like a couple dribbles left in here. Oh, Kathy, booze is a good guess, but I told you booze didn't make the list. Otherwise, it would be the entire list. So anyway, I've already done that, and I'm just going to set these aside. So I've got my noodles. It did say to actually leave them slightly al dente, so to cook them for 1 minute less than the box says. But I like my macaroni done. I like it really soft. So I cooked it all the way, and I might have cooked it for an extra minute or 2. So anyway, you do you. All right, so the next thing on the list is to, oh, and I forgot. Oh, no, I didn't. Yes. Hang on. To preheat the boiler. The broiler. Why do you need to preheat the broiler? I mean, you turn it on, it's like instant hot, isn't it? So I'm just going to wait on that, I think. And just keep going. I hope I'm not missing anybody's comments. Yeah, we still have one answer. Whoa, I just had 1 sip of my wine. But because it's Wine Not Wednesday. And I know it says I'm a hot mess. I think it's upside down there. I love these. These are little magnetic doohickeys. If I pull it off, the little magnet falls to the bottom. And then all I have to do is go like this and find the magnet, and it'll stick to it. It'll like come up from the bottom. It's really fun. Anyway, I digress. Brownies and cake. Oh, good answers. No, but not on the list. Keep guessing. All right, so we are actually going to use voila, the 12-inch, I hope this is 12 inches, it's the only one I got, cast iron skillet over, it says, so we're going to use this tonight. So I'm really excited. I haven't used it yet. I did just pre-oil it, which is something I guess you're supposed to do. I did watch the video. So I'm hoping I've got it started to get seasoned properly. We are going to actually preheat this over medium heat for 5 minutes. So while this is preheating, we'll go ahead and do the rest. All right, got it preheating. Ooh, spaghetti and meatballs. That is a good guess. It's not the right guess, but it's a good guess because who doesn't love spaghetti and meatballs? Good guess. All right, so I'm actually going to move you guys back a little bit so you can see. What? Oh, I'm sorry. I dropped you. So I was scooting you back. You fell off my plate stand because I'm so fancy. I used to have, and I probably still do, I just need to find it, grilled cheese. Oh, another one. But this goes really good with grilled cheese. Because grilled cheese isn't the answer, and neither is B&J or PB&J. Neither one of those are it. But all right, so we're gonna go back to we're preheating the skillet for 5 minutes, and now we're gonna slice our sausage with the quick slice. I knew what you meant. Peanut butter and jelly. Tomato soup. Corby again with the good winning answer. It's not necessarily tomato soup, it's just soup, because I guess people like to make soup. Soup is a comfort food. So voila, you guys, man, you knocked that out of the park. You solved the Pampered Feud. So each one of you, I will add an extra 50 tickets to the end of party drawing for everybody that played tonight. Thanks. All right, and if you didn't get to play, but you're just now joining, I'll throw those tickets in for you too. Because, I mean, you know, you didn't know it was going to be over so fast, right? I know, right? Okay, so I got my quick slice out, but I didn't get my chicken. It calls for 3 links of andouille chicken sausage. Well, you know, we're under this like pandemic, and so grocery stores are kind of limited. So I did find andouille, I hope I'm saying it right, andouille sausage. Not necessarily chicken, just said andouille. And I bought 2 packages because I thought that was plenty. Not sure if that constitutes as 3 links. So, anyway. I'm going to grab those. Bump. See, they say, these are beef. Oh, it just says beef added. So, I don't really know. So, we're just having these. And I bought 2, again, because I think 3 would be an awful lot. And I thought 2 was plenty. And since I've already used this knife, just for cheese, I had to cube up some. See, I'm telling you guys, I tried to prep tonight, just for you. I cubed up some cream cheese, because it calls for 4 ounces of cream cheese cubed. So I did that. And I am doing one thing that it doesn't say to do in here, because I want to. And that is, we are going to use the blender to make Parmesan cheese. Yay! Because that's one of my favorite things to do. So, okay. So we are going to I'm sorry, I'm going to go back to read this. Slice the sausage with the quick slice. Oh my gosh. So I use this for cucumbers all the time. But apparently you can use it for other things. So who would have thunk? So I'm just going to cut this to a couple chunks. This is really fun. I hope you guys can see what I'm doing. Just going to pop these suckers on there. See what I'm doing? And I don't know if you're supposed to do 1 at a time or 2. But we're going to do... Sorry, this guy's a little long. So we're just going to trim them off. Because we want them to fit on there, okay? So we're just going to pop those guys on there. And we'll get it just... Okay, so it's kind of funny because you hear it squishing. Look at that. I just sliced my chicken. And now I feel like I need a little something to put that chicken. Woo! My pan is smoking. Maybe I'll turn down that heat to medium instead of medium high. Pop my sausage links in there. So I mean, this is I think it's an alright way to do this. But some of my links got a little hung up on there. And then you gotta touch it and, you know. Honestly, we're just gonna do this the old-fashioned way. And I think it's because it's got that casing on it. I don't think that sausage is meant to be like smooshed or cut with a paring knife. This is why we have our tomato knife. I like the tomato knife because it does have the serrated. I mean, you don't need serrated on sausage. The chef's knife would work dandy, but I like the serrated when I'm cutting through that casing. And I always thought you're supposed to cut sausage on a diagonal. So we're just gonna go back to doing that. You guys can't see what I'm doing, I bet, because of that. And for most people, probably guessing that 1 link of sausage would be plenty. Again, this is called for 3. And so I don't know, maybe their andouille chicken sausage is like a hot dog size? Anybody know what I'm touching? I know I'm touching raw meat. It's all good. Is this a keto recipe? It probably could be. I mean, it's got sausage and lots of dairy. Yeah. Well, except for it's got pasta. So, no. I guess it depending on what pasta you're using. I'm actually using the protein elbow pasta, just because, protein elbow. I already threw the box in the recycle. But, just because, I mean, even finding just noodles, like elbow noodles, was not the easiest thing to do at the store. So I was just like, whatever. Add a little extra protein in there along with this chicken. And who knows? I guess we'll be sitting pretty, huh? I mean, we've got so many leftovers. I think tomorrow night we're just going to do dessert. So we're going to have like Throwback Thursday. I don't know. I might change up the menu just a little bit to do like the cheesecake I told you I was thinking about doing anyway. That's a lot of meat. And I don't know that it's really raw because it's sausage. Isn't sausage like already pre-cooked? We're just going to go and put this all in the sink now and wash my hands. I didn't do like the thorough wash. I know I didn't do the, soap and the ABCs and blah, blah, blah. Because I just wanted to get that grossness off my hands and then I sanitized. Okay? Okay. So, because I just wanted you guys to not have to wait forever for me to like do that. Alright, has it been 5 minutes with somebody timing me on the preheating my, don't think you were. So now we're going to add this oil to the skillet and cook the sausage for 4 to 6 minutes or until brown, just stirring occasionally. So it says, how much oil? 3 tablespoons. Ooh. Oofka. Come back with me. Let's fly. Let's fly away with me. Oh, goodness. So you were leaning against my oil bottle, so now I've got to, like, hold you. And we're just going to add, I don't know. Looks like 2 tablespoons. 3 tablespoons, I don't know. Ooh, baby. The puppies like that noise, don't they? They're like, oh, what's Mama doing? That's a lot of meat. I don't think we're going to use all this meat. I think we're going to use half of this meat. So, alright. So we're just going to let this cook in here. I'm glad I didn't buy 3 of those packages because I would have been like, no way. Alright, so while that's cooking, let's get our... I'm looking to see what you guys can look at, what you can be on. I'm going to bring my my phone stand over. We are going to do the Parmesan. Just want to double check my recipe. Hey Mavis, I'm glad you could join us. So, okay, the Parmesan, okay, because it did tell us to, while that's cooking, to grate our cheddar cheese. Well, you know I've already cheated and I already have that ready because I did that the other night. Now we're going, and it says grate your Parmesan cheese with a micro plane adjustable fine grater. Well, sadly, mine broke. So I can still use it, but it broke in the middle. So if I push too hard, it breaks again, and I just need to get a new one. Until I discovered, hello, you can grate in the deluxe cooking blender. I mean, that's not the only reason why I would get this. I just love my deluxe cooking blender. But I already chunked up my Parmesan. I bought a whole block of it. So I'm just going to put it all in there. It's just cut into chunks. Put the lid on. Ooh, it's getting kind of smoky in here. Oopsie. Alright, put my lid on. And we're just going to turn this to, I'm going to turn it so you guys can see it. So, now that my lid's on, we're going to turn the wheel till it says grind, right here, grind. And I'm just going to push it to start it, and it's going to grind this, my Parmesan. Check that out. I don't have to have my hand on there, but I always just feel like I need to. And it is, you can do this as fine as you want it. Look at that. Pretty amazing. Whoops. Spill it everywhere. This is where you need like a spoon or spatula. Cost myself. I'm just going to stir the meat real quick. Sorry, I didn't mean to leave you for so long. As I said, I was just stirring the meat, gave it a quick stir. Grabbed my spatula. This is where you need that long, skinny spatula that we have that just came out this month. So you can really get down in there because, you know, it's so fine. I might have done it a little too long. Just depends on how fine you want it. If you just want it like grated, then maybe you would have stopped. You know, you would have just done it for a few seconds rather than 30 seconds. It's entirely up to you. I just like to go ahead and do the whole thing. And then I've got a little bowl of freshly grated Parmesan cheese whenever I want it. So, look at that. Isn't that amazing? I know. So I also have a can of chickpeas or garbanzo beans. Apparently they're the same thing. Who'd have thunk? I'm going to make some hummus, so I might do that later since I've already got the blender dirty. But how cool is the blender that it has a heat and wash setting? So all I got to do is put a little water in there, drop the soap, and bam, like 4 minutes later it's clean. I got to rinse it off and dry it. Ha! Love it. All right, so anyway, we really wanted to tell Rachel Ray that the other day when she was making hers. I was like, does yours have a self-washing cycle? I think not. But now we're just, but she also has a video person at her house, so she doesn't have to fly you around like I do. So she wins. All right, we're gonna stir that meat again. Sorry, did you guys want, here, why don't you guys come and watch me stir? It's exciting. Woo, did you see that one? Jumped right out of there. I think that's pretty good. What do you think? Does it need to cook a little longer? Hey, Bob. We are cooking some andouille sausage. I think I've got way more than I need. It said 3 links, so I bought 2 packages. I'm thinking links were like hot dog links, not full package links. And we're using my new cast iron. How cool is that? I'm so excited. Okay, so anyway, I digress. Okay, so we grated. We've got our cheddar cheese, 8 ounces of cheddar cheese. I don't really know how much that is. It's how much we're using. We only need 2 ounces of Parmesan. We've got another like 8, 10, 12, 30 ounces. I don't know, because we just ground that in the blender. So we'll just measure all that. So let's combine a 1/4 cup of the Parmesan with the panko and set aside. Ooh, doesn't that sound exciting? Well, let's grab another bowl so we can do that. Oh, looky here. We've got a sausage bowl right here. We know we're going to use it. Oh, no, that's gross because they had raw sausage in it, right? I agree. We're going to turn that sausage off because it's making some noises. I'll just grab another bowl real quick and we can do this. Okay, so you guys really thought I was going to use that chicken bowl? I don't think so. Yes, that is the cast iron. That's the 12-inch cast iron pan. I'm excited. I know you are. I'm going to go ahead and get this on broil, because it says to preheat it to broil. Again, I'm not sure about that, but we're going to do what the directions say. Okay, so we grated. Okay, we're combining a 1/4 cup of Parmesan with the panko. I keep grabbing the flour. That is not going to give me a 1/4 cup of anything. I want a 1/4 cup of Parmesan. Whooshka. 1/4 cup, by the way, according to this, is 50 milliliters. Not sure how many ounces that is. But if we want to look on here, a 1/4 cup is 2 ounces. So why would it say 2 ounces of Parmesan? If we're going to need more Parmesan. All right, so we're going to mix. We've got a 1/4 cup of Parmesan with a 1/2 cup of panko breadcrumbs. So that's what panko breadcrumbs. I used to have these in my pantry. Never ever used them. I'm like, oh, I must have bought this for a recipe and never used them, so I think I finally threw them away. So I had to buy more panko breadcrumbs. I think you could also make these with crackers or dried bread, toast. So now I've got those two together. Did it say mix? We'll just get out our little baby spatula and we'll just mix those up. It said combine, so combine them and set aside. So those look pretty well combined. And we're just going to set them aside. All right, put the lid on here because I know, knowing me, I'm going to knock it over. When the sausage is cooked, remove it from the skillet. Whisk the flour into the oil until there are no lumps and cook for 1 to 2 minutes. That's kind of scaring me because I need a 1/4 cup of flour and I'm going to add it to the oil, which there's not a lot of oil in that skillet. So come on back over, friends. And let's get us another bowl to put our cooked sausage in. The best thing about me is that I have a lot of these little bowls. Oh, there's oil in here. I didn't think there was, but there is. Whew, dropped the wood. I'm going to turn you guys so that light's not glaring in your eyeballs. Didn't say to strain it, just said remove it. So that's what we're doing. Probably should have used a slotted spoon for this removal process. But you know, hopefully all that grease is just going to drip down to the bottom and we're going to use the ones on the top, right? Oh, here, look, I found my little Shark Week grippies. And my new ones. And then the nice thing too, the new grippies, like I said, they're gray. They're not necessarily meant to be Shark Week gray, but they are. But they come in 2 sizes. So you have this size, and then there's like a little bit bigger size. So you can have Baby Shark and Mama Shark. And then you've got like the full oven mitt size, so for Papa Shark. So if you really get bored and you're, doing your own little at-home puppet show, there you go. You've got Mama Shark, Baby Shark, and Papa Shark. All right. So there's a little bit of grease in here. I don't know how well you guys can see, so I'll just show you. So, see, I've got a little bit, probably about 2 tablespoons. Still, I'm not so sure about this, but we're going to play along, right? All right, so I think I needed, this makes me nervous because I'm not good at gravy, so that's what it's making me think of. So when sausage is cooked, remove it from the skillet, whisk the flour into the oil until there are no lumps, and cook for 1 to 2 minutes. All right, I got my 1/4 cup of flour. Just gonna, I'm just so nervous about this, and I'm doing it live. Oh, it's magic, you know. You don't have that. Of course I have a big multi-purpose spoon, but I didn't have it handy. Oh, look, see? How do you cook it until there's no lumps and when it's already lumpy? Oh, this is just scaring me. It's frightfully so. I mean, isn't that all flour does is absorb it and turn it into a big lump? Oh, somebody should be helping me. Somebody else should be doing this. I'm whisking it, and all it did was turn into great big lumps. I'm whisking, and I'm cooking it 1 to 2 minutes until no lumps. Okay. Ew. I don't know what I'm doing here, except making lumpy flour. I'm supposed to be whisking it until there's no lumps. Feel like it needs just stir faster. Girlfriend, it just absorbs all the liquid, and
lumps? What do you mean lumps?
There's not supposed to be any lumps.
Isn't that all lumps?
It is all lumps. I know, that's what I'm saying. This is okay. I think my 1 to 2 minutes of stirring and disposing of any lumps is good and done. Add a little more oil.
Hey, look at these noodles.
No, shouldn't have to add more oil. Should I? I mean, I had so much oil. How much more oil? Is that enough?
They're good looking noodles.
Oh, look at it. It's boiling. And, okay, so now I think I would have to add a lot more oil for this not to be lumpy. A little more. This is like going to be like a 1/2 cup of oil. Not really, but I feel like I'm glad you guys have some. Oh, that's much better. Okay. Did you say my face, say my name?
Well, it's less lumpy.
It's less lumpy now. So much better. And then,
Look,
it should say, I should have a cook tip. I'm going to have to send that in and say, add more oil. Oh, did you guys see Sid? See, it's like a party at our house. We're having friends over via Snapchat or I don't know what they're doing. Face chat. What do you call that? FaceTime. I don't have an iPhone, so that's all crazy to me. All right, so, okay, it's smooth now. I feel like we're just going to eat oil. All right, it's thickened. All right, so now we're going to add milk, cream, and cream cheese and rub. I didn't have the Dijon mustard rub, so we're just going to leave it out.
Pretty good.
It only calls for a teaspoon, so I think we'll be okay. So, now we need to slowly, we're going to whisk in, oh gosh, milk, cream, and cream cheese. So we need the 4 ounces of cream cheese cubed. I've already done that. 1/2 cup of heavy whipping cream and 2 cups of milk. So, right behind you guys, we got the milk, the pickles on the floor. Oh, and my heavy, that's not heavy whipping cream. There's my heavy whipping cream. Oh, good God. The strawberries are falling. Help! Oh, so I might have dropped the pickles. Might have almost dropped the strawberries, but I didn't. All right, how much milk did we need? Who remembers? Who was listening? 2 cups, friends. Come on. Looks a lot better. I hope so. Oh. You guys, I was so scared about that. I didn't know that was the trick, just add more oil. Okay, so we got 2 cups of milk. And then I guess we're supposed to cook this some more. Whooshka. Almost turned on the wrong burner. All right, we're turning that sucker on low.
What?
Got the creamy cheese right here. We're gonna add in the milk. You guys don't be dying on me here. I don't know if I'm doing it right or wrong. I've never made this. I swear it's like making gravy. All right, and breathe. And 1/2 cup of heavy whipping cream. Shaky, shaky. I made homemade whipped cream the other night for our banana split pie, which is all gone, which was like all gone the next day. So I did have heavy whipping cream on hand, bought just for this recipe, I think. I don't know. So we're going to slowly whisk in milk, cream cheese, and rub. Again, we don't have the rub. Bring the mixture to a simmer and let it cook until slightly thickened, about 3 to 5 minutes. And then we're going to reduce the heat to medium-low. So we're going to crank it up a little bit. Woofda! I'm so glad you guys could be here with me. And that Kathy could help me with my gravy, my roux. I think that's what that was called. That's what we just made, a roux. So now we're just whisking. And this is kind of fun. Whisking. And then we're going to work in batches once this is simmering and has cooked for 1 to 2 minutes. We're going to work in batches, whisking in the cheddar and Parmesan cheeses until they are fully melted. So I think we're just going to add another 1/4 cup of Parmesan cheese since it said 2 ounces. And we ended up using a 1/4 cup with our panko. Which is 60 milliliters. It said 1/4 cup of / 60 milliliters. Who lives in the milliliter world? Really? Okay, so Amy, you're just now joining us. I just made a roux. That's crazy insane for me. I've never made a roux before, but thanks to my online viewers, aka Kathy, she helped me to know to just add more oil to get my flour to thin out because it was a cloggy mess, which is what has always happened when I've tried to make gravy. Tried to make gravy like twice in my life, and I was like, because you saw what happened. I add the flour and it just absorbs all the oil and grease or whatever, and it just becomes a giant clump. So, and that's what I usually end up with, a ball of cooked flour, and that's what it tastes like. Ugh. So, I just learned how to make a roux, and now we have added cream cheese, heavy whipping cream, and milk, and we're just making this thick sauce. Well, this finished thick, because we're going to, once it's smooth, I think, we're just whisking it, and now we're going to let it simmer and cook for 3 to 5 minutes so it thickens up just a little bit. If I quit stirring it, you can see can you guys see it? Yeah, I think you can see the bubbles. Starting to get a little bubbles. It's not quite simmering, because I think simmering is when it's little bubbles. But we'll just keep stirring it because we don't want it to curdle. Speaking of which, if you ever add lemon or lemon juice to milk, it will curdle. I don't know how I found that out, but I did, and it's gross. Or if your refrigerator goes out, it will curdle your milk. I don't know, my dad was just telling me about that. So he's just had nothing but bad luck lately. By the way, Mom is just fine. She just fell, and she felt like she needed to be looked at to make sure that she was okay. Apparently, she has no cartilage in her knees, and so therefore there's no support. So when she goes to stand up or walk, her knees just give out and she falls. Long story, I know, but she is okay. She doesn't break anything. She's not got the Rona. She's gonna be just fine. All right, so we're just cooking this now for a couple minutes. I think it's slightly thickened. I mean, it feels like it's been 3 to 5 minutes already. Whew. Has it been 3 to 5 minutes? Somebody nod your head. No, raise your hand. Add a chat on there. Gosh. It's thick like white gravy. White gravy thick. We're going to start adding in some cheeses until they're fully melted. And this is when you're supposed to, then you can add in your pasta water that you had reserved. To thin out your sauce if it gets too thick. But, oops. I'm supposed to add this in small batches. Oops. Oh, my nose itches. That's good luck, isn't it? Or does that mean somebody's talking about me? I hope it's good luck. Because if somebody's talking about me, that's not nice. Ooh, I almost spilled it right over the edge. But I didn't. So there. Okay, my quarter cup is dirty, but I've got this is my third, so I'm not going to fill it quite full. I'm just going to go ahead and sprinkle that all in. All right. Woo! Or right over the edge. Oh my gosh. Okay, so this is where it's starting to look yum-alish. And okay, so that was one thing you guys missed about the Olsons. We love cheese. And you guys didn't miss that because you watched all my videos, I know, and you already knew that we love cheese. And that on our sliders the other night, we ended up adding more cheese to the tops of them, and then they were amazing. All right, so our cheese is melting, and we don't need to add the water to this. I think we're just good. It says to, oh, and we're leaving out the peas. It calls for peas. We're not doing that either. So, we are going to add half the sausage, because I think that's way too much sausage, and we're going to add the pasta to this. And I don't know. It says this is 6 servings. Good golly Miss Molly. I think if this is really six servings, I don't know what kind of giants they're serving, because look at all this pasta. I mean, woo! The doggies are going to be happy. That is, I swear, I've measured this to the appropriate amounts on the pasta. And when you add the sausage and the pasta, I suggest using a spoon. Puppies! So I'm going to turn this off now that I'm adding these, and I'm spilling it absolutely everywhere. My puppy should be coming and getting everything that was spilled on the floor, except Daddy just came home. Oh my goodness. Maybe I just have the 10-inch skillet and I thought it was the 12. Because for this recipe, you are supposed to be using the 12-inch skillet. And I just assumed that's what I had. So you do want to make sure that your skillet is the appropriate size, or you'll be, feeding your pups some pasta too. But again, looks like we're going to have leftovers again, which is just fine, because I've got teenagers that, they eat dinner at midnight, they have a snack at 2 o'clock in the morning. I have puppies that will eat anything and everything they can get a hold of. As Pumpkin just pushed me out of his way so he could get some noodles that were by my foot. Too stinking funny. I think I could add the rest of this meat, but I don't think it needs it. So we're going to leave that out. Oh my gosh, this looks so amazing. So then it says 2, because my pasta's probably cooled down quite a bit. We're going to add our panko and Parmesan. And broil it for 1 to 2 minutes until our crumbs are toasted. We might broil it just a few minutes longer since my pasta is not hot. Plus, when I rinsed my pasta, you're supposed to rinse it in cold water. The cold water keeps it from sticking together and becoming a big clump, especially if you have leftovers. So I never knew that, but I did learn that. Another
Mom, is it almost done?
happy hinky trick. Yes, it is almost done.
To bake it?
Yes, just for
Oh my lord.
2 minutes it says. So watch out, babies.
You're
Right.
gonna stay on the live time?
No, I don't know. Can you hold this so they can see me put it in the oven? You're like, show it to the oven side. See? Do you have it turned the right way?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're gonna put that under the broiler for just 2 minutes. We're gonna do it for 3 minutes. Drop a few more noodles on the floor because Pumpkin really likes that. I don't know, Bella, you're sampling. Yeah, how's it going?
Aww.
What? Wait, what?
Look how cute.
Wow!
Want a noodle? She likes nudes.
She does like nudes. Thank you. So anyway, oh wait, that's not on me anymore. How did you chew that? Oh, turn it around. Oh, Kathy says hi, Bella.
Hi.
So here, did you want to try? I've got
had
some of the nudes with some of the meat and some of the cheese. Do you want to try it with the cheese? You have.
Oh yeah. Ew, that doesn't look that good.
Here, try that one.
What is this? The mac and cheese?
Uh huh.
Are you for extra?
Mhm. Yay, nay. She likes the meat. All right. So anyway, I don't want to make you guys have to continue to watch
Yeah,
Bella.
we're gonna go eat food. So bye.
We're gonna eat.
Bye.
When I pull it out of the oven, I'll snap a picture and
No, she won't.
share. Oh, gross! Sorry. Share the awesome feedback. So everyone have a good night. Thanks for
It's
watching
disgusting.
and thanks
I
for
already know.
playing along.
It's disgusting.
Bye. Have a good night.